Welcome to today's episode. We're talking about why we stopped promoting low ticket offers and never looked back. Now, there was a specific moment where I looked at what I was earning and looked at what I was doing to earn it and just couldn't make it make sense anymore. I had the audience, I had the content, I had the skills, and I was being paid like a beginner. That moment was the beginning of everything changing. Welcome to Feminine Wealth. I'm Brandy Shaver, and with me is Carrie Heim. Today, we're telling you the real story of why we walked away from low ticket affiliate marketing in the info products and coaching space and what we found on the other side. Not the polished version, but the real honest version.
Yes, and this is a story we don't tell lightly because it involves being vulnerable and being honest about where we were before. But I think that honesty is exactly what someone sitting in that position needs. So here it is.
Yeah, now I want to paint a specific picture of what our businesses looked like before, because I think specificity is more useful than vague inspiration. So it was active, consistent, content performing, followers growing, DMs active. By every outward measure, the business was doing what it was supposed to do. But the income told a different story. After years in the affiliate space promoting info products and coaching programs, I was still earning in a way that required every single month to be a grind. Good months were good because I had worked exceptionally hard. Bad months were bad because life happened and I hadn't sustained the volume. There was no floor. There was no leverage. Every month started over from zero. And the commissions themselves, the individual notifications, had become emotionally neutral, right? A $25 commission, a $40 commission reversed the next week because someone refunded. I had built the relationship that made the recommendation, trusted, driven the sell through weeks of genuine content, and the financial reward for all of that was 2 digits. Sometimes negative 2 digits because then the refunds would come through, right? Now, I was skilled at something that wasn't paying me for being skilled at it. And I had been telling myself that was just how it worked, that eventually it would add up. But when I sat down and really looked at the numbers, it wasn't adding up and I wasn't getting where I wanted to go. And it wasn't ever going to.
Yes. So for me, the shift started with a conversation, like not a strategy session or a course, an actual conversation with Brandy, who had been where I was now, like somewhere, but she was completely different because you joined that first affiliate offer, what, 2 months, a month, months before I did. So I had that conversation with you and you weren't dramatically different from me, right? You were just a few weeks ahead of me. We had similar audience sizes, similar content style. I mean, if Brandy or I write something, you can't tell who wrote what, right? Like we had similar values around how we showed up, but her monthly income was all of a sudden in a completely different category than mine was. And when I asked her what had changed, she's like, it's simple. It was the offer. Like I'm doing this affiliate offer. She hadn't grown her following by 10 times. She hadn't cracked some algorithm secret. She hadn't developed like a selling skill I didn't have. She had attached what she had already built to a premium offer with a commission structure that finally reflected the quality of her audience and her content. And I remember sitting with that feeling, two things simultaneously, like a rush of genuine excitement that was actionable because I was living in my mother-in-law's basement at the time. And I was like, how am I going to get out of this basement? Right. But then also like this flash of frustration that no one had said it plainly to me before. Because if I understood the offer problem 2 years earlier, my trajectory would have looked so different. And that is partly why this episode exists, because we're saying it plainly. Like the offer is the lever. If the lever is wrong, no amount of effort on anything else will produce the income you deserve.
Absolutely. So when we made that switch and looked back at the low ticket info product model with fresh eyes, and a few things become very clear. First, the model is built for the product creator, not the affiliate. Okay, so open affiliate programs with hundreds of participants drive volume and reach for the creator. Affiliate is essentially a content generation machine, feeding growth that benefits the business far more than it benefits her. Your loyalty to the offer is not reciprocated by the offer itself. So second, the refund exposure is a structural feature, not an occasional problem. In the low ticket info product space, refund rates are high, not because every product is bad, but because expectations often outpace delivery at lower price points. And you, as the affiliate, absorb that income volatility of those refunds every single month without any control over the product that causes them. And third, it does not get easier as you grow. As your audience grows, so does the expectation of volume. output to maintain and grow commissions. The workload scales with the income. There is no point at which the low ticket model becomes passive or leveraged. It requires the same or more from you every month indefinitely to make the same or more money. That is the opposite of what an experienced affiliate should be building towards.
Yes, and the income shift was real and significant, and I will not underplay it. But I want to talk about the things that surprised us because those are the things that screenshots don't show. First off, we got our conviction back. In the low ticket model, you create content to maintain volume. In the premium model, you create content to speak directly to the woman who is genuinely ready to move. Like, those are creatively and emotionally very different briefs. And the second one produces content that feels alive because it comes from a place of real genuine belief in what you're promoting, right?
Mhm.
We got predictability. Within a few months of promoting something premium, the income started to feel like something you could plan around. Not just a good month and then a bad month, right? It wasn't feast or famine anymore.
Mhm.
Actual financial predictability. And for women in this space who have been living with feast or famine for years, that shift in how money feels is profound, right? And we stopped carrying the anxiety about our buyers. Like every time we had promoted a low ticket offer that disappointed someone, we had taken a small hit to the trust we'd worked so hard to build. With the right premium offer, however, one with real results and real infrastructure where people actually get results, we could make recommendations with complete conviction. No tension, no quiet, hoping it would be okay. We had the genuine belief because we had gone through that premium offer. It was that premium offer that was getting us our results.
Mhm.
We could actually look at someone in the face and say, yes, this works. And I can prove that it works, right? So
Right.
it's easier to talk about. And that is the version of this business we had been trying to build all along. It just took finding the right offer to unlock.
Yeah. And if I could go back and talk to the version of me that was still grinding inside that low ticket model, here is what I would say. The skills are real. The audience trust is real. The years of work are not wasted. They built the foundation for where you want to go, but the foundation deserves a structure that was designed to scale it. The loyalty you feel toward the current offer is not being returned by the offer. The commission structure doesn't reflect your experience, your audience quality, or your years of relationship building. Your first year and your fifth year earn the same rate. That's not a partnership. That is a transaction. The switch is less risky than staying because staying means continuing to spend your most valuable asset, your audience's trust, on an offer that is slowly eroding while paying you commissions that don't justify those costs. You're not stuck, you've just outgrown this. Those are different things. And outgrowing something is not failure. It is the natural step for a woman who has been doing this long enough to know what she actually deserves.
Yes. So we stopped promoting low ticket offers because we had to choose between the offers and the business we were actually trying to build. Like once we made that choice, once we committed to a model that was built for the level we were operating at, everything else started to move. So you can go to femininewealth.com/playbook. That's your starting point. The framework, the math, the model, how it works. You can download it, let it shift your thinking on the way that conversation shifted mine.
Yeah. And if you're ready to talk specifically about whether this is the right move for where you are, reach out. We work with experienced affiliates at exactly this inflection point. We'll see you on the next episode. Have a great day.
See ya.